Talk about this international trip.
Right. Yeah, it's an exciting opportunity for us to go out there and experience a new fan base out in Germany and Berlin. So really excited for the guys to get out there and play in a competitive football game against the Colts.
You ever try to travel international?
I've been out the country, but not overseas. So.
What do if you get a little bit of downtime, what do you want to see? What kind of food do you want to try? Anything like that?
I'm trying. I'm trying to be comfortable as much. So I'm gonna stick with a couple suggestions from Lenny, our kicker. He's from that area, so I'll get some suggestions from him. But most time, just to see the scenery. It's just a different outlook and different environment for us. So I'll be excited to see that.
What are you looking forward to in this matchup against the Colts?
Yeah, I'm ready for us to go out there and compete. That's the mindset in my head. Battling back-to-back weeks of unsuccessful wins. This is a time for us to bounce back. I'm excited for the guys and the mindset that we've had for the week, preparation and practice for us.
Ulbrich talked about, when you talk about stopping this run game, especially a guy like Jonathan Taylor, Ulbrich was saying how you want to devote your resources to the run game, but at the same time not compromising other coverages. So what makes that challenging to find that balance?
Yeah, I feel like on first and second now we got to do a great job of just stopping the run. That's one of our key points of every game for us, just stopping the run. And once we stop the run, that opens up a lot of avenues of quick game, pass game for the offense for the Colts. So, once we figure that out, we can make them one-sided team and a one-sided team for the rest of the game. It should be good.
What's exciting about these international games and playing overseas?
Just being able to bond with the guys, go overseas and see the scenery, the country, wherever we'll be, and play a game. So it's fun. Be out there for a couple of days, get used to the environment, and be able to spend some time and also play a good game out there.
Anything you want to see while you're there? Any food you want to try?
I'm open to everything. Like I'm gonna just move around, see what everybody else doing, and tag along.
How much do you feel like the different schedule this week, in a sense of like your sleep schedule and the start time, come game time, may play effect into the game?
It's for both teams, so
right.
I feel like it's an even playing field. But we, trust what the nutrition staff and what they provided for us to play at a high level, so that we feel good on game day.
Ulbrich talked today about how the Colts, this is one of the most complete offenses in the league right now. What have you seen from them on tape that just makes them so dangerous and hard to stop?
Yeah, they're just efficient. They stay in front of the chains. They run the ball well with Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Jones get the ball out quick to his guys, and they move the chains and complete their drives with touchdowns and with points and things like that. So we just gotta play a stout game on defense and get those guys off the field and give our offense a chance to go put up points.
And, I asked Jalon this. Obviously, a lot of focus will be on trying to stop the run game, with Jonathan Taylor. How do you find that balance of not putting all your resources in trying to stop the run game, which is what Ulbrich was talking about as well?
Just mindset. I think us on defense, we just got to put our mind to, stop the run game. The coaches can call whatever they want to call, blitzes, four-man pressures, whatever, but at the end of the day, it take 11 hats to the ball to, stop the run and things like that.
Where do you feel like this defense has made the biggest strides, since week one? I know it's been a roller coaster, but what positives can you take away from, what you've seen from this group?
I wonder the way we approach every week. Like, we understand that it's been up and down, but we also seen some of our best football and know that, majority of the times that we have lost games has been us hurting ourselves, and we just gotta, start fast and finish games.
Germany, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, going down there and getting a win, first and foremost. But I think for us, it's gonna be a good time, like going into Europe and just seeing, a different just atmosphere, especially like when we play like different fan base, how the fans react, interact, and I think another good thing is like just I'm a history buff, so like museums and stuff like that are really cool. So if we do have time, like getting to go see like some of those would be really cool.
How frustrating can it be when this team has the talent, but it's just been hard to finish those games?
Yeah, for us, like, I know everybody says like it's the NFL, but I think for us, like it's bigger than that. We really do want to continue to make impacts on the field, in all of our positions. And I know that these past 3 weeks have been kind of a lull that we have to get out of. It's not even that we're trying to get out of, like we have to get out of in order for us to continue to win games and achieve what we want to achieve. And obviously it's 1 week at a time, but if we continue to stay in these lulls that we're in, we're going to continue to turn out the same results that we've been giving out.
Coach Morris a few weeks back talked about how obviously you guys got to get the run game going again, and it's the lifeline of everything this team wants to do. Where can you maybe pinpoint where the struggle has been there?
Yeah, it's for us, that's what we do. And when the run game's going, we're winning games. That's like the games that we won, we ran it obviously extremely, extremely well. But for us, now we just got to just understand that, when we run the ball, how we want to run it and how we need to run it every single week, then it's just hard for a team to stop us. Our defense plays way better because our defense is very good. But if we're putting them on the field, a lot, it's tough on them and for their body. So for us, when we get that run game going and when it's, the biggest thing that people have to stop and have to worry about, then the pass game opens up and everything's just clicking. So, we all looked ourselves in the mirror if we want to continue to play like this and to play, how we want to play, then we got to get that going so everything else goes. But that's what we're trying to do.
Defenses are preparing specifically for you when you get out there and step out onto the field. So do you feel like maybe that's part of it, where when you go out there you can feel the frustration that everyone's just stop Bijan?
Yeah, it's for me it's a blessing. That God, gave me an ability to go out there and show what I can do. And it's been something that I've dealt with high school, college, and now at this level. So, to have respect from other teams, other guys, that's always great. But for us, we always say it doesn't matter what the game plan is, if they're trying to stop a certain person or if they're trying to put us in a box or put 8 people in the box. It doesn't matter. We still got to execute. And we're used to that. Teams do that. Every team that we play does that. But we have to execute. We have to do our job. And when we do it the right way, it doesn't matter what teams try to do. We have too much talent all over the field. You got Drake out here balling, being great. Mooney, Kyle. You got all these threats, so it shouldn't affect one person, or it shouldn't affect nobody that's on the offense specifically.
As you get ready for the Colts, one of the most complete all-around teams in the league right now, specifically on defense. Them picking up a guy like Sauce Gardner, before the trade deadline. What have you seen from this defense, and what's going to make it hard to go up against them?
Yeah, they play great team defense. For them, a lot of them played together for a long time. I remember my rookie year, I played a lot of the same exact guys that's on this defense now. So for us, we got to understand that the play caller, he's played against the Rams in the Super Bowl when Zach and Raheem were there. So he kind of has a feel of what to not really what to expect, because he doesn't really know because he hasn't played us yet. But he has a feel of what they've done before. But for us, if we just play physical, play the style of football that we play, that when we're rolling and it's hard to stop, when we play that and bring that to Germany, then I think it's going to be a tough day if we make that for them, and we have to, because if not, then they're going to come out and they're going to beat us.
And lastly, just for me, do you feel like this team is right there in a sense of let's flip this narrative? Can you see that in practice this week?
Yeah, absolutely. This week, I love the energy coming out. Obviously we're all in tune of the schedule changes and stuff like that, but it didn't affect us in practice. And for us, it's important that we all stay together and not veer apart or listen to the outside noise and the outside media. We got to stay with each other and understand that we all have each other's backs. And if we play like that, then we're very hard to stop. But yeah, the energy definitely did flip. I don't know if it's because we're playing the Colts and they're the best team, one of the best teams in the NFL. But yeah, the urgency was definitely in practice this week.
Perfect. I'm good.
Took that trip in May. Did you come back with a list for the guys of who's tried or places to visit, anything like that?
I just told them about the Duna. It's a sandwich. It's like their main sandwich in Germany. But we were doing like so much stuff. I think Bassity, I think he has like all the lists. So I'm gonna get that list from him, and then I'm gonna give it to the guys. But I just told him about that Duna sandwich. I was like, and there's a place that's like 10 minutes away from where we're staying, and we're going to go try that one out.